My name is Rick White, and this is my Just One Thing. What am I talking about this week? What I'm talking about is what your business is supposed to do. And it's not supposed to wear you out, and it's not supposed to beat you down, and it's not supposed to make things harder. The business is there to help you grow. The business is there to refine you. The business is there to challenge you, to show you where your weaknesses are and give you the opportunity to get better at doing the work. But when we talk about the three key functions or the three key areas of your business, number one is the purpose of any business, and that is to create and keep a client. And I don't care what business it is, whether it's auto repair or it's a body shop or a doctor's office or a plumber or a bakery or a pizza place. The goal is to create and keep a client. Why? If you didn't have clients, you'd have a hobby because nobody's paying you to do something. You have to have clients. You could have a whole bunch of people that come in one time and never come back again. That is a very ineffective, inefficient, and expensive business model. It costs about 7 times more to get a new client as it does to keep one you've already got. So you want to be able to create and keep a client. You're never going to do that on price. You're always going to do it on relationship. Now, how do you do that? It's by recognizing a problem they have, showing them that you have the unique solution for it, and then delivering on that promise over and over and over again, showing them that you care and that you are concerned and that they get to see your character and they get to see your competence. And over time, that relationship builds so that you're not even just their car guy. You're their kid's car guy and their kid's car guy. That's the goal. So the purpose of any business is to create and keep a client. Then we have the goal of any business. And, I ask this all the time, what's the goal of your shop? Fix cars. No, man. The goal of your business is to generate a profit. Please get that. You are focused on the wrong thing. You keep focused, fix a car, fix a car, fix a car. I was talking to one new client today, in business, 19 years, doesn't look at his numbers. So you know how he's running his business? And we talked about this. He's running his business based on a sales number, a bank balance, and a gut feel. That scares the crap out of me. Instead, you want to be able to understand your numbers. You want to understand that the baker is not in the business of baking, right? That's not their goal. The goal is to create a profit, generate a profit. Now, please understand that the profit is the byproduct of the value that you give, the solutions that you give to your clients to help them with their problems. I once heard it said that profit is the applause from your clients for a job well done. I think that's amazing. So you've got to understand that you're fixing cars. That's the vehicle that you're using to generate the profit. And that's actually not true. You're using fixing vehicles as a way to build relationships where the byproduct is profit. And that's the amazing thing about it. But you've got to have profit. You've got to be able to pay your bills. You've got to be able to invest in new equipment. You've got to be able to advertise. You've got to be able to hire top talent. You can't do that if you don't have profit. But then let's talk about the function of a business. Many of you have some type of entity wrapped around your business, an LLC, an S Corp, and sometimes even a C Corp. What is that there to do? Now, when I ask a class that, typically the answer I get is to protect the company from liability. And that is absolutely correct, as long as you don't pierce the corporate veil The company, in the eyes of the government, state and federal, is seen as its own separate entity. But that's not why you create the entity only. You are creating an entity like a child. You and your spouse get together, you create an entity, and we call that a child. But let me ask you a question. Do you want that child to be dependent upon you to make every decision in its lifetime for as long as you live, so that you can never get away, never get any freedom, never get to the other side, and you're just stuck? Is that what you're looking for? And the answer is a wholeheartedly no, right? No, I don't. Cross me out on that one. Because what do you want your kids to do? You want your kids to learn. You want to teach them values. You want to teach them rules and ethics and the right way, or the best way to be a human being. And you want them to grow up and become their own person. And that's exactly what you want your business to do as well. You are not the business. You never have been. You birthed a business. And when you recognize that the business is here and you are here, it is a separate entity. Because when that happens, your self-esteem is no longer tied to the business. What do I mean by that? When the business is doing great, you feel like $1 million, man. I'm doing it. It's awesome. But then, like everything else, there's seasons, and then the business is not doing so great. And what happens? You feel like shit. You feel terrible, and you feel like you got to look up to see the curb. And what happens is it takes longer for you to be able to turn the business around, because you're emotionally invested. It's a part of you, and that's why it's so hard to figure out how to fix it. Whereas if you recognize that it's over here and you're here, and you care for it, and you want it to do well, but this is the business and this is you, and you're two individuals, makes it much easier for you to be objective and work on building that business back up again, seeing what the issue is and correcting it. You want your business to thrive without you. So many shop owners, we actually build the business around us because it makes us feel significant and important and valued. But it's not sustainable, and it wears you out. You want to be able to build a business where you can go away for 6 months and say, hey, send the checks here. That's the goal. That's what we work with every client. We work with them to get them so that their business is sellable all the time. That's what we do. We put them on that path, okay? And get them to a point where they don't have to be in it. If you'd like to hear more about this exit strategy stuff, please feel free to sign up for our Pocket Business Genius. I also want to invite you to our Shop Owners Roundtable. Everybody take care. Have a great week, and go make some money. See you later. Bye-bye.